Hello, welcome to this afternoon session of Restore and Revitalize, brought to you by the School District of Philadelphia Office of School Climate and Culture. My name is Amy Edelstein, and I am the founder and executive director of Inner Strength Education. We've been bringing these educator stress management programs to the district since 2014, and also bringing our signature mindfulness and systems thinking program to high schools around the city since that time. So this session is really for you for now. Feel free to log in or log out as you need to. You might find it helpful to have some water with you so you can hydrate, something you can write with, a journal or a piece of paper that you feel you can express yourself, let your thoughts go, and explore. We're going to do some mindful movement, really letting our bodies stretch out and relax. We're going to do some mindful breath practice, as well as some love and kindness practice. As always, feel free to customize or individuate. And if at all possible, I know this is in the middle of the day, hopefully you're taking your lunch break. If at all possible, to just put your phone on mute or on do not disturb and let yourself simply be here. Let yourself give this time to yourself. It really makes a difference. So let's start with some mindful movement to unwind some of the kinks in our body. And what makes it different from just exercise is the quality of attention. So if you can use the movement as a doorway to anchor your attention, to really pay attention to, if we move to one side, how does that side feel compared to the other side? Noticing as much as you can without creating strain about how simple adjustments allow the blood to flow better, allow our cells and muscles to get oxygenated, and release stress, tension, and toxins. The aspect of curious and kind attention is what really helps unwind the body as much as the movement itself. Let's start with some simple seated twists. Take one arm, because I'm probably mirrored to you, so take one arm and cross it over your opposite knee, and then hold on to the back of your chair and just let yourself look over your back shoulder. Now you might hear some cracks and pops as you look over your shoulder, wringing out your spine like you were wringing out a washcloth. Now unwind yourself, looking back towards the center. Take a nice breath in and a nice exhalation. And take the opposite hand. Cross it over your opposite knee. Look over your back shoulder. And see if you can wring out your spine like you were wringing out a washcloth. Reaching up all the way to the top of your spine, but keeping your neck slightly relaxed. So instead of straining your neck all the way back, just look. Drop it back a few degrees. But keep your shoulder opening, the upper part of your chest opening back, and that opens up that top corner of our lungs. And now turn back. See how it feels. Take a nice deep breath in and an exhalation out. Let's do some shoulder rolls, continuing to open this part of the body, rolling our shoulders forward and back, and forward and back, forward and back. And whenever we work with our joints in this way, we're encouraging the body to produce synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is the lubricant that lubricates our joints, prevents arthritis, and helps us with flexibility and reach. We can go the opposite direction. You might find that one direction is a little awkward, more awkward than the opposite direction. The more we do this, our body begins to learn that it can move. When we spend so much time at our desks and computers, we tend to lock in one position. Very unnatural for the physical form to just lock in one position. We used to move and rotate and look over our shoulders and bend down and stand up in so many different ways. Now just squeeze up to your ears, let your shoulders drop, squeeze up again, let your shoulders drop. Drop one ear towards your shoulders. Keep this up opposite shoulder down. Notice the stretch of the muscles on this side of the body. Consciously invite this shoulder to drop down as if you were holding a heavy weight in that arm. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale. And lift your head. Now notice, does this side have more space? Does your neck feel longer on one side than the other? Let's even it out. Drop this ear to the same shoulder. And just breathe into this side of the neck. Imagining that your breath was like a gentle stroke of a hand or a warm towel, encouraging those muscles to relax. And then imagine that you're holding a heavy weight on that side. And that heavy weight is just being called by gravity towards the ground, letting that side of your body stretch. And now with an inhalation, lift your head to the center and shake it out a little bit. See how it feels. Now you might feel like you need to open your arms and stretch and curl your arms forward and stretch your back that way, opening up the top of your spine, curling this top of your spine in, and see how that feels. Now with our hands, we're going to take our hands and turn them this way. And imagine that with your two hands, you are pushing out the two walls of the room. So pushing out, keeping your shoulders down and stretching out, really pressing and pressing and pressing. And bring your arms back in. Take a nice inhalation and an exhalation. And inhale and push your arms out. Take an inhalation and just hold the breath gently. And as you exhale, bring your arms back to your lap. And we'll do one more. Inhaling, pushing the arms out. Holding the breath slightly. Exhaling and bringing it. And now we're going to do some isometric stretches with the hands. So taking your hands and pushing one hand in against the other. Oh, my wrist just cracked. You might have heard that. Really pushing in. So you're pushing your right hand into your left. You're pushing your left hand into the right. And now see if you can do that and open up your shoulders, dropping them so that your collarbones lift and you feel that stretch. Inhale and exhale and release. And now take your hands, lift them up, stretching towards the ceiling, fingertips to the sky, to the stars, which are still out there, even though it's the middle of the day. And let's drop over to one side, really allowing this side of the body to open up. And stretching up and allowing the opposite side of the body to open up. And inhaling up and letting the hands fall. You can close your eyes if you'd like, or just look within. See how your body feels right now. Does it feel a little more loose, a little more air, a little more space? Take a deep breath in, filling up your lungs all the way to the top corners, and exhaling through your nose. Now we're going to do just a little very gentle, it's kind of like a self-massage or a tapping, letting your hands become very loose. And then we're going to tap very gently all across our scalp, just like a gentle spring rain, more like a mist than a rain. So once your hands are loose, your fingers are loose, just gently tap. Just so almost like you can barely feel it. Just inviting your capillaries to plump up and bring more blood flow to all your cells and muscles. Energetically inviting your head to perk up, your brain to perk up. Now even more gently, you can tap across your forehead, down around the bones around your eyes and your brows. Not on your eyes themselves, just in the circle around them. You can do your nose, and then your cheeks. Really inviting the muscles of your cheeks to let go. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw. Inviting our jaws to relax. Open your mouth. And close your mouth. To your chin, to your upper lip. Feeling the bone underneath there. And just gently on the back of your neck and the collarbones, up and down your collarbones. And shake your fingers out, letting your wrists relax, getting all those kinks out of your fingers. And you can rest your hands on your lap. Great. And again, take a breath in and just notice how your body feels now. Maybe you feel a little more of a smile on your face or a smile inside. Letting yourself really experience just what a little bit of invitation to relax does for us. Now we're going to turn our attention to a mindful breathing practice. If you'd like, you can rest one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, letting that gentle weight and warmth of your hands invite your solar plexus and invite your heart area to soften, feeling nourished, protected, and safe. Or if you prefer, you can just rest your hands on your lap. Find a beautiful color or shape in the room that you want to rest your eyes on. Or you can close your eyes if you'd like. And in this practice, we are putting our attention on the universal aspect of breathing. Breathing is a very interesting function. We do it automatically in our sleep. We can also consciously work with our breath, shortening it or lengthening it It's one of those unusual automatic functions. We can't tell our digestion to slow down or speed up, but we can do that with our breath quite easily. And so putting our attention on our breath, which nourishes us and keeps us alive, allows our whole system to align and calm. It also very specifically lets the limbic system calm, providing more blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, energizing us, relaxing us, and giving us more energy for decision making, which we all have to do in our busy days at school. So you can, again, find a beautiful color or shape to rest your eyes on, rest your attention on your desk, or you can close your eyes if you'd like. When you rest your attention on the breath, you can notice the sensation, the temperature as the air goes in at the tip of your nose. You can notice the rise and fall of your upper lungs, your upper chest, or you can notice your abdomen. Your abdomen is stretching out and relaxing in with the natural rise and fall of the breath. So let's begin. Let's start with a deeper inhalation. So locate our breath and a long exhalation. And then simply allow your breath to be exactly at the pace that it wants to be. Letting thoughts come and go, letting sounds come and go. And as you rest your attention on the breath, noticing how the breath naturally flows in and out. You can also feel free to release thoughts, concerns for this time that we're together. And if thoughts happen to come, that's okay. When you notice them, let your attention return to your breath. Giving yourself these moments to rest in yourself, these moments to simply be. You may feel pulled to have a slightly deeper breath. Take one last deep inhalation in and a nice exhalation. Begin to bring your attention back to the room around you in our shared space. And make some notes in your journal, maybe free form. Just writing out what you're experiencing, what comes to mind, how your body feels. Maybe your mind's a little bit open and there's nothing particular there. Sometimes that's a good time to write a little bit and see what flows out. Allowing ourselves space that's simply open, that's not specifically directed to any particular issue or concern, is so important. It's important for our own well-being and creativity because it nourishes that part of ourselves, that part of our heart that has deeper cares and passions. And it allows for that relaxation to come in and that well-being to come in. In our day-to-day workload in a busy school system, we have very little time to reflect. And reflection isn't just the sense of questioning a particular thought. Reflection is resting our attention in an open way, contemplating in an open way. So when we rest our attention on the breath, there's not very much to see or discover. Or even when we reflect, we rest our attention on our love and kindness practice, which we're going to do next. We're really resting our attention on that sense of being at home in ourselves, being at peace in ourselves, being complete, being full. And it allows an experience of wellness and goodness, even if we may be experiencing health challenges or other challenges. There's an aspect of our awareness, and when we rest our attention there, we feel that sense of connectedness and goodness and wholeness. So as we move into our final practice for the day, the love and kindness, just notice if there are any stretches you need to make. If you want to do one more twist. My back seems to want to crack a lot today. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. Another deep breath in and a big exhalation. And again, if you'd like to rest one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, you may, allowing that warmth to signal a sense of care. Or you can let your hands rest in your lap. And in this practice, we're really stretching our muscles of care, allowing ourselves to feel a sense of connectedness and kindness, both towards ourselves and to other people. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes bring to mind an individual or a group of people, or even a place or an animal that makes you feel warm-hearted and light and care. And as you bring this individual or people to mind, and if you have a place or an animal in mind, you can adjust the words. Let your heart feel full and care. Let a smile come to your face. And let's imagine we could surround them with our good wishes. May you feel cared for and connected. May you feel happy and full of laughter and lightness. May you feel joy and be free of any essential lack. And may you know that you're surrounded by people who love and care for you. And picturing those people we care about. May you feel joy and well-being. May you feel friendship and connection. May you feel health and well-being. And may you always be surrounded by love and kindness. And notice how that sense of extending our good wishes to those we care about creates the sense of expansion and well-being in our hearts. And to complete this practice, let's send good wishes to ourselves, turning that warmth and open-heartedness towards our own selves. May we feel happy and whole. May we feel safe and a sense of goodness and well-being. May we feel supported and draw strength from our own skills and capacities. And may we always be surrounded by love and kindness. Really send yourself heartfelt care. Allow a smile to come onto your face. Take a deep breath in as if you could absorb all of this love and care into your cells, into your body. And as you exhale, you can bring your attention back to our shared space, to the familiar objects in the room around you. And appreciate taking this time for yourself, this time for your own well-being and restoration and rejuvenation. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.